everyone, I'm Laura from gosimpli.ca, and today I have some gentle moving stretches to help you relieve IBS symptoms. They'll all be moving through very sort of slow and purposeful motions, and hopefully that will help to alleviate any discomfort that you are feeling in your intestinal stomach area. So all you need is a soft surface to work out on, and we'll get started in just a moment with some cat-cow spinal waves. So we're going to get up on our hands and knees. So we're just going to drop that back into cow, and then push it up into Catback. Now, I still have my workout clothes on from another video that I did, and my running shoes. You don't need them. You could do this in your pajamas. Do this in whatever feels comfortable. I mean, I know sometimes when I have discomfort down in my stomach, intestinal area, I don't even feel comfortable wearing like pants. Like I'll grab a pair of my husband's jogging pants, or I'll just wear a big long t-shirt. So do it in whatever is comfortable for you. Maybe you're in your nightgown. It really doesn't matter. Okay, so next up we're going to do a seated alternated spinal twist. So you can sit cross-legged. I find that very comfortable. But if that's not comfortable for you right now, you sit how is comfortable. And then we're just going to twist to one side. And I hold on to my knee for a little bit extra pull, and then twist to the other. And just keep going side to side. It's not a fast motion, but we do want to try and keep things moving. I often will do some moving stretches like this. It's getting colder here, so we have our fireplace on now. We have a wood stove, and I'll often sit near the wood stove and let the heat really help as well. So next up, we're going to do a basket rocker. Now, I'm going to show two variations of this. So the actual basket rocker will have you holding on to both your feet, and you just gently rock. You know, you take it really, if you just take a deep breath and then let it out, and you'll come back down. But if that just feels too intense for you today, you can keep the legs down and just push up like into a Cobra or a Sphinx pose, and just take it that way. Really, you're just trying to stretch out the front of the body, of the torso area. And again, if you're feeling like you can handle a little bit more, then you can definitely grab those feet, and it'll just give it a little bit more, but it is intense on the stomach. Okay, now we're going to do a plank opener, plank walk opener. So we're just going to stay in a plank if you can, full, but if not, then on your knees. And you just bring one foot forward, open to the side so you get a bit of pressure from the leg on the lower intestines there, and then switch and do the other side. And again, if the going back all the way to your feet is too much, you can just go back to the knees. And you can really open up as wide as your balance will allow you to. Twist through the whole torso there. So we're not jumping at all. What's amazing is with a move like this, your heart rate will actually get up, but we're not focusing on that. So next step, we're going to do a down dog to up dog, or down dog to Cobra. So we'll be up, and then we'll come down. Okay? So up, and then slowly flow through. Now, if it's too much for you to get all the way up, you can certainly do child's pose, and then come forward into your up dog or your Cobra, okay? So there are both options there. I know it just sort of depends on the day for me, how uncomfortable I might be feeling, and what level I can do. I can hear my kitties upstairs running around on the floor, chasing some invisible terror, I'm sure. Okay. And next up we're going to do, it's like a full wind pose, but again, I rock around in it a bit. So lying back, pulling the knees gently into the chest, and I like to roll just slightly side to side. You can do full circles if you want and sort of let the legs out a little bit and then pull them in tighter and then roll in the other direction. Or just side to side with those thighs and knees just pulled nicely into the stomach. Feels really good. Sometimes I do all of these stretches just for preventative. Like I don't have to be feeling any symptoms, but I find if I just do some of these stretches every day, then I can ward off some of the uncomfortable symptoms that are associated with IBS. Excellent. And now we're going to do, oh, I didn't need to come up because we're going to do a slow bicycle or a slow knee pull-in. So we're just going to pull one leg in and then switch it and pull the other in. You can just rest the other leg down on the ground. It is a stretch, but if you want to hold it up, if that feels comfortable for you, then absolutely. And understand that on different days, you'll be able to do different levels of these stretches. And some days you might be like, oh, those first 4 or 5 stretches were great, but this next one, it's not working. Then just skip it. Skip it and go back to a different stretch that was working well for you. Continue with the one that we were doing before. Certainly don't do anything that's not working for you. IBS is very personal, and the symptoms, while similar from person to person, can just be slightly different. And certain moves that work really well for me may not work well for you. So next up is Happy Baby. So that's where we get the legs up and we grab onto the arch of the foot. And again, you can just hold it, but I like to rock side to side just a little bit. Or again, you can do some sort of like a little bit of a circly motion. You can pull the legs in tighter and then sort of extend them up if you have that flexibility. Again, just sort of move through it. And again, just because you're not feeling symptoms doesn't mean you can't do these stretches anyways. It's always good to keep things moving, prevent any sort of slowdown or backlog. Get any gas bubbles through. Okay. And so, next up we're going to do some side bends alternating. So I'm going to sit cross-legged again. We're just going to raise one arm overhead and stretch to one side, and then go to the other side. Actually, my husband doesn't suffer from IBS at all, but he'll still do a lot of these stretches because it just feels good. It can be very relaxing for the body, very anxiety relieving, stress relieving. We're getting near the end. I think we have one more move after this for today, but I'm always willing to make more IBS workouts. So let me know if you enjoy them. And next up we're going to do some bridge lifts. So we're going to roll through a bridge. So lying on your back with your knees up so you can just about touch your heels here. And you're going to roll up into a bridge and then slowly roll back down and tuck that tailbone in so you have a nice flat back as you do it, and then down. And you can rest your arms down on the side, or you can put them up in the air You can rest them across your chest, wherever it feels comfortable for you to have your arms. You might sort of be massaging your stomach even a little bit while you do some moves. Okay. Excellent job, everyone. I hope that these stretches really help you, that they bring you some relief or help to prevent symptoms from even appearing. If you like these type of workouts, let me know. As I said, I'm always willing to make more of these IBS type workouts. They really do work well for me. So let me know if you want more. Also, let me know what other types of workouts you might be interested in, and I'll see if I can get those created. I'll see you in the next video.